Bread is one of the most common foods in our diet. It's in our sandwiches, breakfast toasts, and even accompanies our dinners. But what if I told you that bread could be one of the most harmful foods in your pantry? Most people don't realize that the real issue lies in the very core of what bread is made from: wheat. Modern wheat is nothing like what it used to be. Today's wheat is genetically modified, loaded with chemicals, and processed in ways that make it damaging to our health. With all of this happening before it even reaches the bakery, you'll be shocked to learn what bread can do to your body. Today, I'm uncovering 10 horrifying truths about bread that may leave you so terrified, you'll want to banish it from your kitchen forever. Are you ready? Number 10. Bread is linked to cancer due to glyphosate contamination. Yes, you heard that right. Many loaves of bread contain glyphosate, a chemical used as an herbicide that's been linked to cancer. Imagine taking a bite of that soft and delicious bread, only to realize you're ingesting a substance classified as a probable carcinogen by the International Agency for Research on Cancer. Glyphosate is sprayed on wheat crops before harvest to dry them faster, but it doesn't just disappear. It lingers in your bread, entering your body with every bite. According to the Environmental Working Group, more than 50% of bread tested in a study showed traces of this dangerous chemical. Number 9. Bread contains hidden chemicals that could damage your brain. Did you know that some bread contains chemicals that can cross the blood-brain barrier and interfere with brain function? Azotocarbonamide, ADA, is one of additives commonly used as a flour bleaching agent and dough conditioner to improve texture and elasticity. But it's the same chemical found in yoga mats and shoe soles. When heated, ADA breaks down into compounds that can lead to respiratory issues and may even disrupt normal brain function. Potassium bromate, on the other hand, is added to increase the volume of bread and make it fluffier. However, this chemical has been labeled as a possible human carcinogen by the International Agency for Research on Cancer. The Center for Science in the Public Interest has been pushing for years to ban potassium bromate due to its links to neurological damage and cancer. Number 8. Bread is full of pesticides that disrupt your hormones. The wheat used in bread is heavily treated with pesticides, which can mimic or block hormones in your body, leading to serious health problems like infertility, thyroid dysfunction, and even developmental issues in children. The Environmental Protection Agency has warned about the dangers of pesticide exposure, especially for pregnant women and young children. Every time you eat bread, you're potentially exposing yourself to a cocktail of chemicals that can throw your entire endocrine system out of balance. This hormonal disruption has been linked to early puberty, reproductive issues, and long-term metabolic disorders. Number 7. Bread can harbor dangerous molds and mycotoxins. Bread is highly susceptible to mold growth. But what you may not know is that these molds produce toxic substances called mycotoxins. These toxins are invisible to the naked eye and can remain in bread even after the mold is removed. Consuming mycotoxins can lead to vomiting, nausea, immune suppression, and even long-term liver damage. The World Health Organization has highlighted the risks of mycotoxins in food and their potential to cause chronic illnesses. Next time you see even a speck of mold on your bread, remember that the invisible toxins could already be lurking inside. Number 6. Bread can weaken your bones over time. Bread, especially white bread, contains very little calcium and can interfere with your body's ability to absorb this crucial mineral. A study published by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high phytate foods like bread can cause calcium depletion and contribute to weak bones. Over time, this can lead to osteoporosis and increased risk of fractures. If you're eating bread daily, it could be silently robbing you of bone strength, increasing your chances of developing brittle bones as you age. Number 5, bread is linked to heart disease due to trans fats. Some bread, particularly cheap commercial varieties, contains partially hydrogenated oils, better known as trans fats. Trans fats are so harmful that many countries have banned them, but they can still sneak into bread, wreaking havoc on your heart health. Trans fats are known to clog arteries, increase bad cholesterol, and are linked to an elevated risk of heart attack and stroke. According to the American Heart Association, there is no safe amount of trans fats, making even a small amount in your bread a serious threat. Number 4, bread can cause neurological disorders. Gluten, found in most bread, has been linked to a host of neurological disorders, including anxiety, depression, and even schizophrenia. The National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke reports that gluten can contribute to brain inflammation, leading to neuropsychiatric symptoms in some individuals. Some people experience brain fog, headaches, and mood disturbances after eating bread, symptoms that disappear when gluten is eliminated. This means that eating bread can literally alter your brain chemistry and mental state. Number 3, bread can lead to obesity due to its high glycemic index. Bread, especially white bread, has a high glycemic index, meaning it spikes your blood sugar quickly. This spike triggers a rush of insulin, which promotes fat storage. Repeated blood sugar spikes and crashes lead to increased hunger and overeating. The Harvard School of Public Health explains that foods with a high glycemic index can contribute to obesity and other metabolic disorders. Eating bread daily could be the silent contributor to that stubborn belly fat you just can't get rid of. Number 2, bread contains acrylamide, a potentially toxic chemical. Acrylamide forms when bread is baked at high temperatures, especially in crispy or toasted varieties. Acrylamide is a natural byproduct of cooking starchy foods like potatoes, bread, and French fries at high temperatures. The FDA has linked acrylamide to an increased risk of cancer and neurological damage. Imagine sitting down to enjoy a piece of toast in the morning, only to realize you're consuming a chemical that's on the International Agency for Research on Cancer's list of probable carcinogens. Avoiding bread, especially toasted or overly crispy bread, could reduce your exposure to this harmful compound. Number 1, bread contains opioid-like compounds that make it addictive. Did you know that eating bread can cause your brain to release pleasure chemicals similar to those produced when using drugs? Yes, bread contains gluten exorphins, opioid-like compounds that bind to your brain's opioid receptors, making you crave more. This addiction-like response can lead to overeating, cravings, and even withdrawal symptoms if you try to cut bread out of your diet. Research published by Scientific American found that these compounds can trigger addictive eating patterns similar to those seen in substance abuse. So, the next time you reach for a slice of bread, remember, you're feeding an addiction that's hard to break. And there you have it. For those who still crave bread but want to minimize the risks, consider trying healthier alternatives like sprouted grain bread, or making your own bread at home with organic almond flour. Now, check out this video right here for more tips on optimizing your health and lifestyle. Thanks for watching Healthy End, and we will see you there.